to the Phantom Frequency. I am your host, Ghostish. I once was dead, but now I am alive. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be continuing our track for this week, track 21. We're going to be doing BGM. Jennifer Jen, hello. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency. You said you are following me on Twitter. I will definitely check it out after stream. Thanks for tuning in. How are you doing today? So this is what we have so far, and Exophonic graciously stopped by and helped out. Very simple so far, but let's take a listen. Let's make sure that my Ableton is turned up, and then I'll probably be switching back and forth actually between desktop audio and Ableton. So we're actually going to enable desktop audio now. So this is what we have so far. Okay, so it's very simple so far. It does seem like there are some things clashing, so I might actually change this. Thinking about maybe putting it an octave down. So we have this sign here, right? But it also sounds pretty similar to this. Hold on, let's actually, I hear a little bit of clicking. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. There's a little bit of that clicking. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so it sounds a little bit better than when I first played it in the beginning. But I want to see if we can maybe make it sound a little bit more like a piano. I don't think I actually have the like the cool plugins. I have stock plugins, but I don't think I have any actual like piano plugins. Unfortunately, I think I really need to get myself some. But let's take a look. So we have here, we're going to go ahead and duplicate this because I don't want to mess with it too much. And then we're just going to call this one piano. And let's look for some like good wow. I think we could probably get away with something maybe like this. It's not bad, actually. Okay. Maybe something like... Okay, so what if we actually put this one here and made this one the crossroads? It's not bad. But what if actually, instead of that, we put it here? Where is it? Because originally, this is how I wanted it, right? And then, hold on, maybe we might actually make this one the cute sign instead. Right here. Okay, so you can't really hear. Hold on. I think I like the piano one here. But we might have to like either raise it an octave or lower an octave, because I like it. Let's take a listen to our reference track. Let's see. Okay, so the chords are like a lower octave here, right? So the chords are a lower octave. I like it. Let's get rid of this sign right here. We'll get rid of the electric piano right here. Yeah, we'll get rid of that sign right there, and then the crossroads right here, because as it is, I kind of like it. Let's see an octave down in here what it sounds like. Nope. No dot audio. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't think about it, or I didn't see it. Okay, so now, because I was switching it between desktop audio and Ableton Live, so thank you. Okay, so I made a bunch of changes, and y'all probably couldn't hear it, but that's okay, because it sounds a lot better now than it was. So this is what we have so far. EXO, by the way, hello. Thank you. How was your stream? So I think it's going a little better. Pretty much 95 solid on the track now. Very nice. Good to hear. I'm excited to hear the final result. Let's fix this. Okay. So I think, wait, hold on. Take a sip real quick. I think so I kind of like it, right? But let's go ahead and just move this down. A little bit. And kind of like intro into it. I don't normally do this. But I kind of want to see what it would sound like comparatively. Right, we just compared to the reference track's intro, right, where it's just the chords and the melody. And then it introduces this section right here. I might actually want to change this part. Maybe make it a little bit more noticeable, right? If you'd hear me without playing it directly right now, how does your song go? What do you mean? You mean like hum it? Dun 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 na 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 na. I mean, actually, now that I tried, it's a little difficult, right? If these are two separate, if these are separate, I think they're might be too complex. Honestly, when I played it back like 10 minutes ago, when I first played it back, I was just like, I think it might be too complex. But I didn't want to change it. But I might have to. Because this is the melody, right? This is what we worked on yesterday. and this is the part 2. I kind of want to make it so it's literally one. There's a word for it. You probably know the word. A motif. You know what I mean? I need an actual motif. I like this, but there's no clear motif. You're right. I really liked what we were working on yesterday. And I don't want to scrap it, but like, which melody is the primary one? The very, very, very obvious one. But the thing about motifs are like, I have a hard time coming up with one without like, I don't want to like rip off like this my reference track. You know what I mean? Like I have such a hard time using reference tracks. Okay, let's try it again. Right? Let's try it again. I'm gonna move this to the side because I don't want to. This is kind of nice. I don't want to like completely like trash it. But there is no clear motif at all. And I do need one if I'm going to, if I like making something like a BGM that's like easy to. I kind of like this, right? Perhaps use the second melody for a variation, but I think it's layered. But I think layered it is too complex to understand what's going on. I think layered a bell or glockenspiel on this will go well. Yeah, the thing about this is that this has. That's what I was trying to figure out, right? The layered was when I listened back to it today, comparatively to yesterday, I was just like, this is too complex, because there's a layer here, right? You can hear, and you can hear it overlap. But the thing about it, and I don't know how to do this, right? I think it was my attempt at trying to do what this guy's doing. But they complement each other so well. That like I mentioned this yesterday, like I didn't even realize that there was a second melody going on from like the regular piano until I actually really listened to it. You know what I mean? Music theory does help. Okay. This specifically, it is call and response, but harmonically, the main melody is actually sitting between two notes. You mean it's between two notes? Regardless of how it's getting there, listen to the note that is played on beats. When you say on beats, you're talking about in reference to the groove, right? To the drums. It's the same. It's like it's the motif. Actually, it goes like, what it sounds like is you can definitely hear the call and response, right? You can hear the obvious forefront melody, right? And then the background melody is kind of like it's the response, right? But what is the overlapping is what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, the overlapping. is the same melody. It's two distinct phrases on the piano. One seems to be a rundown. Right. It's the same. It's basically the same melody. I don't know if it's the exact same melody, but it's like the same melody. The other jumps between the 5 notes and the notes of the main melody. That's afterwards, right? So that's the response. But the call, the layered call, is actually very, very close. If not, I don't know if it's exactly the same. I can't tell, but it's very close to the same exact melody. Yep, it doubles the primary melody and breaks away to harmonically simple response. Okay, yeah, dude. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out yesterday. Maybe we can salvage this, right? I still think this first line right here is too simple. Like, simplicity is good, right? But like, because then it goes to what's up, Edit? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, where you're at. How's it going? So I'm wondering if I should maybe change or simplify it more. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking, because this is a very, very simple motif, and it's super catchy. You know what I mean? Like, it's so catchy. It's so, like, the motif itself is so simple, but it's like insanely catchy. I feel like a trucker or something relaxing with trucks him. I get out of the DAW to ask someone in the DAW to then open my DAW again. Also, I'm all gonna make. We'll be lurking. Have to breakfast. All right, man. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. Hope you're good. Thank you so much. You as well. Stay blessed. The melody is also playing tones on beat with the chords. The main melody? Hold on. Or the melody is playing either a root or a shared note, or shared notes in the chords backing it. I see. Okay. In the actual chords backing it, right? So for example, let's take this for example, right? The first one. Whenever it hits the strong beat, the melody is playing a note that the chords are also playing or contain. So actually, it's not that I need to break up the okay, so here's what we have, right? It's not that I need to insert, I wish I could like mark this, insert notes from the melody into the spaces. I mean, I can, right? These are the chords, right? But rather, the main melody should be matching to the chords, right? I wish I could draw an arrow here, to the beat of the drums, which match the chords, right? Or the chords which match the drums, which the melody should be matching, right? The chords, in terms of being on beat, for more of a catchy feel. And they should be sharing root or shared notes. So this one's shared, right? E, D is shared with this. F is not shared. So I'm not sure if that's if I should change that. And then this would be like a passing in between, right? For the melody, I guess. Yes, not always, but the melody is much stronger when it backs up the chords every now and then. With seventh chords, you can mess with the seventh part for cool melodies. Got it. Okay, so we should probably change this one up a little bit then, right? Well, mainly because I think it's a little too simple. Simplicity is good, right? But like humming this is kind of hard. Humming this is a little easier. So I feel like this one's a little easier to hum, but the first one is a little too. I think it needs a little bit more substance. This right here, right? This is pretty good. This is pretty good right here. I like this. I'm wondering if I could actually just take this instead and make this the main melody, right? Like just because there isn't like the chromatic rise. Humans love chromatic phrases. Yeah, 100%. One of my favorite things in music is the chromatic descents found in lots of Japanese music. But like the motif doesn't need to be like 8 entire bars long, right? I mean, there is a little bit of variation here. But I think you can fit this in 4 bars. Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it repeats. So it's really only a 4-bar measure. Or a 4. It's really only 4 bars. And then maybe there's a little bit of variety. Like a little bit. Like just a little bit of variety. So I'm thinking maybe I just scrap this, use this, and maybe do like a slight variation towards the end, but mainly use this. And then like, because wait, hold on, I kind of want to take this though, C, F, E, and then C, F, E, and then we'll see how that sounds, and then when it goes, and then it resolves, right? So there's tension building here, and then resolution here, right? It switches up how it gets certain notes with the classic call and response. So hold on, let's see what it sounds like now. So there's only like a very slight variation, right? So I think it's pretty similar. Always think in terms of asking and answering a question when it comes to a melody. Okay, so does this sound like a question or an answer or neither? I think, is my melody too full? I think this is the bar. I think this is the bar 3 and 4. Have the first melody be the first half of this. Oh, you mean split it up? Oh, I get what you're saying. Hold on. So let's duplicate this down. And then we're going to take this, right here. Sorry, let me put my phone on do not disturb. And then, so and there's that tension right there, right? So I guess this would be more like a question. But I think what's your answer to that? It would be this. But then there's like a second portion, right? But then again, I think maybe I should edit this, cuz it feels like it doesn't feel like the end of a question. Whoops, it doesn't feel like the end of a question, right? Hold on. It doesn't feel like an end of the question. It feels like sorry, I'm just adjusting my velocity right now. It feels like you just ended in the middle of a sentence. So if I wanted to start, I know I shouldn't probably be doing this right now, but if I wanted to start on beat with the chords, no? Should I not change, like, make it so that it's on beat with the chords? Something like that. What's your so the answer I think would be, hold on. Nope, let's just solo this portion, right? This phrase actually pops up in a very famous piece of music. Uh-oh. And you may note how that music answers this question. Okay. I feel like I gotta form the question if I gotta finish the question first. Let me think. Solo, please. I think maybe something like this. There we go. I think that sounds a lot better. And then you can we can answer it with like, hold on. Maybe maybe or I can just have a pause. And then maybe instead do something like that. Hmm. Maybe not. The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Here, let me look it up. Let me mute audio real quick. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? Is that this is the exact song that I was thinking of when this part happened. This part right here. This part here. Yeah, with the chromatic note. This is the exact song that I was thinking of. It's so funny. Or that's what it reminded me of. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so the motif, it's okay, so the call is very, very obvious, right? The call is very obvious, and then the response kind of varies. I see what you're getting at. So the call stays static, where the response becomes dynamic. Right? So I think there needs to be a longer pause here. But I think this needs to be changed in response to this call right here and how it ends here. Or I feel like I need to give myself more room. Hold on. Let me listen again. Yeah, there's a bit of space between. Let me turn my desktop audio back. There's a bit of space between the call and the response, right? Thinking maybe I do this. Maybe something like that. Let's see what it sounds like with the chords. Let's just turn this off. I mean, or I could just not have a space in between, because now it's like now the melody is hitting on beat with the chords, right? But if I were to move this over, Oh, ちょっと待って. Having this space right here, I think that sounds fine, right? But then again, if I were to duplicate this down, the groove I think is weakened by the pair of notes coming in so fast. Oh, you mean starting with the being in time with the chords? Hold on, I'm not playing it with a kick and snare. That's an issue. The melody can break the groove a little bit, and accent it. But if it ignores it on strong beats, it breaks it. I see. Okay, so instead of like putting everything on the grid, as much as I would like to, if we have it start late, like how we had it before, which was actually right here. Something about that. Right here. Someone's being beyond comprehension. Jet, how's it going? Thank you so much for coming swimming by. Appreciate it. How you doing? Beat 1 and 3 are strong beats. 2 and 4 are weak beats. So, but if it ignores, it can break things on 2 and 4. But if it ignores 1 and 3, it'll fail. So what does that mean for this? Because this is like not even in, this technically is not on 3 and 4 at all. I mean, this one maybe like, but it's not at the start. You know what I mean? Although I do think it sounds better like this. I do think it does sound better like this. See the F? See the color F on the piano roll? The vertical stripes. What? The highlighted scales? Yeah. Oh, no, you're talking about the vertical. Sorry. Yeah, the vertical ones. Yeah. So it goes 1. This is 1, right? This is 2, 3, 4, right? So it goes 1 and 3 are strong beats, right? And then 2 and 4 are weak ones, right? So it can break things on 2 and 4. But if it ignores 1 and 3 and it breaks the groove on 2, right? What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean by break? What's the definition of break? Not following it. So so when you mean it can break things on 2 and 4, as in it'll be fine to break things to not align on 2 and 4, but on 1 and 3 things should be aligned with the beat. Ignoring doesn't mean play, but like the melody there isn't following the groove of the chords. That this melody isn't following the groove of the chords. Right? So that's what I'm saying though, right? So shouldn't it be here? So now it follows 1 and 3, right? 1. There's a little bit of break here, but that's fine. Because that's a different column, right? And then 3. Hi. Welcome to the Phantom Frequencies. Whoa. Thank you so much for the follow. Hail Shiro.
Hail Shiro followed your channel.
I'm doing well. Just trying to make some music, learning from a good friend and mentor of mine here. How are you? The music is the space between notes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so okay. So I get it. So oh, what's up, Shiro? How's it going? How are you doing, dude? Okay. So I get what you're saying, right? So this breaks. Wait, is it though? Because I mean, this is technically on the groove, right? Because it's aligned with. So you're saying, okay, hold on. Are you saying this melody right here that we currently have before moving anything? Is this, and it breaks the groove on 2 yet? This is fine. You just don't want to do anything like weird on 1 and 3 too much, but 2 and 4 are fine. Not playing on 1 and 3 is a choice, but also a strong identity. Got it. Okay. So this right here is fine. Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Simply underscore Misty rated your channel.
Misty, thank you so much for the raid. Sheesh. Super overwhelmed right now. Hold on. Let me take care of some stuff. Who is this able?
Shout out to simply underscore Misty.
Okay. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Simply Dark Rebel. Thank you.
Simply underscore Dark Rebel.
Okay.
Follow your channel.
Simply Dark Rebel. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the hydrate. Very good. My back. Posture check. Got it. Thank you for the posture check. I appreciate it. Simply Sloth, hello. Dr. GHE, hello. Flying K, hello. Blue Slime, hello. Kamizer Gaming, hello. Care Bear Mama, Advi Killer, thank you so much for the follow. JC Panda, thank you so much for the follow.
J Sponda followed your channel.
That's great. Thank you so much for the help. Sorry, I know it's probably doubling up because my desktop audio is on in order to listen to my reference track. Yeah, dude, for real. Thank you so much, Misty, for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency. Thank you so much for the follows. I am currently playing music right now, or not. Well, I'm trying to make music right now. Keyword is trying. But yeah. I am a little bit overwhelmed. You know, it's a lot of people, which is great. You know, it's really cool. Yes, this is Ableton Blue Slime. I am making it's chat. That's double for me. Audio is fine. Oh, okay. Cool. So, yeah, I have a goal for this year to make a track per week. I started production in December of 2024, so less than probably 6 months ago. I have a goal to finish and post on SoundCloud all of my work for this year, every track that I make, whether I like it or not, to gain as much experience as possible. Nice. You might start your stream soon. Nice, very nice. Doing music for 8 years. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. What is that? What emote is that? Okay, so your response ignores your previous one beat. It plays on a strong beat, which defies the groove. Okay, so your response ignores the previous one beat. Okay, the response right here. Whoa, Ash Killer, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the cheer. W indeed, W indeed.
Cheered 500 bits.
Okay, so ooh, soundboard. That was actually one of the songs I made. So if you like it, check me out on SoundCloud. So my response, right, which would be this when I moved it down. It plays on a strong beat, which defies the groove I set up. Oh, because I wasn't playing on a strong beat during my call. That's what you're saying, right, EXO? Because if I set it up like this, for example, okay. Anyone making music has my respect due to how hard it can be. Appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. It is quite difficult, but it is so rewarding and so fun. And there are times where I get through some really like not good songs, but you know you're never going to make banger songs every single time, and that's something that I've noticed. In my small amount of time of producing, even if I'm just learning, is like you're not always gonna have banger songs. I think there are times where you're I mean, it's like being an artist, right? You're gonna make stuff that you're not super cool with, and then you're gonna make stuff that you're really proud of. Yes, not a rule, but one is the strongest strong beat. Yep, and the melody response just kind of shoves through the groove, ignoring it, kind of like it's just speaking out of turn. Okay, that makes sense. So, but what I have here, okay, I get what you're saying. So then what if believe in your music because no one is going to believe in it for you? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. But I think it's okay to I mean, my mentality is like you have to, in order to get to the diamond, you got to dig through some dirt. You know what I mean? Like you got to dig through the dirt. Sometimes you're going to make dirt. And that's okay. I've especially for someone who's learning, right? So literally try solving it the simplest way possible, which is this. No? Now my response is on the strong beat, and then this is now on the strong beat. Boom. Easy, right? Delete the 4 Fs on the 1 beat bar at 11. Okay. All right, Shiro. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do know that we have to I still want to hop on a call with you for that track. I know it's been kind of busy, but yes, 100%. Thank you so much for stopping by and for the follow. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you stream. But I'm a shout out if I can. Oops. Shout out to Hey Shiro.
Shout out
their
to
producer.
Shiro.
Their songs are fire. Check them out on SoundCloud. Yeah. So, sure. Yeah. Probably not right now because I'm on stream. But like probably I'm not too sure. We'll have to schedule something. But definitely want to you show it on stream. It's not a problem for you. Yeah, we can set up. Let's set up the day. That way, like it's a little bit more organized, and not like kind of a surprise kind of thing. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you again. I appreciate it. So you said delete the delete the F4 right here. Or hold on. Delete the F4s on the 1 beat and on the bar 11. Bye, have a good night. The F4 is on the one beat at bar 11. Oh, this one right here. That's what you meant. Assuming this is the response. Wait, I think you actually might be onto something. Hold on. Let's take a listen. Oi. Mashika. Are you serious? Tensai? Are you some sort of genius, dude? That was such a simple fix. Bro, are you serious? It's like, it's got a slight delay, which is what I was looking for. I don't have to move everything else. And you said that the 1 bar is for the kick. You've said that the 1 bar is for the kick. You mean... yeah. Yeah, the 1 bar is... The 1 bar is for the kick? Yeah. Right? Right here. It starts on the 1. 1 and 3, yeah. Dude, oh my goodness. That was literally such a simple fix. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That was really it. ちょっと待って. Let's make sure. Okay, D, E, C, D, E, C, so that it resolves, right? Also learning a lot of what I take for granted. You're talking about like your music theory knowledge, or? Because yeah, that's like so news to me, and that helped literally so much. That's good. Yeah. It's like it's so much simpler, and the melody is like you can hum it. Okay, yeah. That's okay. So now that we have that, that's good. We can get rid of this, right? We can keep this, and then we have to work on this, right? This portion right here. If you find yourself humming a different melody than it's actually playing, remember that for variation. That's the better melody outright. Let's see. But I don't think that could always be the case. Especially if you've been working on a song for a while, right? So let's say you've been working on a song for a while, and you you're used to hearing the original melody and then you change it. Your brain is going to recognize like the original melody. You know what I mean? So I can see that though. Okay, so now we can kind of work with this, right? Let's take a listen to the reference track. This wonderful song. So when the secondary melody comes in, notably, in the moment, your brain knows what it wants harmonically, and this is come up with on the spot by you. Improv training is removing the barrier and humming with your fingers and the instrument. I must go, but take care and have a blessed time. You as well, Dr. D. Thank you so much for supporting the raid. Thank you so much for supporting Misty and for supporting me. Appreciate it. Hope you have a blessed one as well. Okay, notably in the moment, right? Oh, okay. Notably in the moment, period. Your brain knows what it wants harmonically, and this is come up with on the spot by you. Improv training is removing the barrier and humming with your fingers and the instrument. Got it. Instinctually, just a thing to note, humming along again is the most powerful tool of an electronic composer. All humans know music naturally. I agree with that 100%. Instinctually, so instinctually my brain says there's something here, right? But this does throw the groove off. So I mean, it's not bad groove wise. Groove wise, this needs to be absent. I can hear it now, because now the kick, like, I can hear it with the kick, right? Even though there's a note here, right, that accompanies the kick. I think maybe if I really wanted to, on the second portion, I could probably put something. I can put the F right here, right? That's the 4 beat, which is weak. What? Here? This A? The A is on the 3rd beat, I believe. Right? Actually, I think that's pretty good. Sorry, it's 3, but it's the weaker of the 2 strongs. Yes. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yes. A little bit of variation, though, right? I mean, I think it's not too bad. Even more variation in the response. Probably, yeah. I want to keep it simple, though. Note what your reference does. It changes the direction it takes to notes. Let me see. Wait. Hold on. ちょっと待って。Are there 2 calls and 2 responses? No. Sorry. What I mean is like there's a call and response for the main melody. So and then is the response to the call, right? This track doesn't have a variation of response. Like 6. Is the call the same? The call is basically the same, right? Hold on. There's like a call and then a response from the piano and then a response from the main melody and then a response again from the piano, which treats the main melody's call as the response, right? Or am I overthinking this? Like for example, it goes main call, right? And then main melody call to backing piano response, right? Response to main melody response to backing piano response to which treats the main melody response as a call. This is insane. I don't even know what to do now. There is so much to this song. This is wild. How can something so cute be so complex? Like so massive. This track is actually massive. Oh, okay. Okay. The primary idea I'd say is just subtle changes, especially of the groove. Okay. So for now, let's just delete this, right? Let's work on this one right here. So we can have. Notice how a call on the reference lacks the first note sometimes. A call on the reference. You talk about the. Which call are you talking about? The first one? Oh, I get what you're saying. So it goes like. It's actually as if there would be an intro leading here, right? Or whatever. Sometimes it has a note here, sometimes it doesn't. Right? It's a response that lacks the first note. Yes. Yes, you're right. You're right, actually. So right here. Hold on, let's go. It's the first call. Response. Second call. Second response. So it actually begins between bars. Which is actually literally this. And so the for example, right? Wait, doesn't that mean the chords are also played between bars? Because I think it's in. I think the chords aren't, they don't start on the in between bars. They're, oh, you mean in between bars like this, like in between this is a this is a bar, right? And then in between is like in right here, but not like starting on the actual beat right here. Audio, what's up, dude? How's it going? Thanks so much for stopping by. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Okay, so like for example, if I were to do something like this, well, maybe not D4. The melody of your reference begins on the and of beat 4 from the previous 1 and 2 and okay, so here. Yeah. I get what you're saying. So right here, basically. Actually, no, what you're saying is that the entire melody begins here. And then the second call has something like this. Right? Nay, one beat earlier. So you're so the main sorry. This melody would begin off your piano. Oh, what? Oh, so you're talking about like right here. Interesting. That is the most wrinkly brained thing. On the other, so the second half of the beat 4 from the previous bar, that makes a lot of sense. That is wild. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that. That's too much information for me right now. That's too much information. Let's start simple, right? Start simple. But that is good to know and good to keep in mind. And good to play around with. But for now, he does both. Oh, hold on. Maybe like this. I want to do like hold on. There we go. Like that. I think that's good. Hold on. Da-na-na-na. Hold on. Wait. That's not bad. Okay, okay. I don't leave a whole lot of room. I don't leave a whole lot of room for like a second melody. Wait, wait. What if? What if? What if I did something like this? Hold on. I don't want to break this up too much. So what if I actually did something? Wait, let's keep that, right? Did something like this. Oops. It would help if I turned this on. Or actually took this and put it here. Right? I think I'd have to turn this up though, because it's like really hard to hear. Oh, if you're like that, I can transpose the melody of your reference into Midi. Maybe. I'm thinking. I think it would be good, but I also don't want to. Actually, sure. If you have the time, that would be. And if it's not, if you'd like a more easy way to study it, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. I'm probably not going to use it for this specific track, but I'm definitely going to use it. If you do use it, because I feel like I'm going to be coming back to this track a lot. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not it would like stunt my learning or not, with the way that I process things, right? I think it actually would be value added, 100%. Thanks. The reference is called Kawaii Aqua, and it's the VIP mix. Here, I'll send it to you on Discord. And it's Aqua's live BGM. And it's by, I don't know my kanji, unfortunately. So, one moment. VIP. It's such a good song. This guy's kind of a genius, I think. I haven't listened to his other music, but I mean, this song's really good. Okay. 5 minutes by ear? Oh my goodness. Sure, I get the variations right. Can you sure, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. What if we did something like this? Yeah. We can just copy this down, right? Actually, I think that was better. So in the reference track, this one right here is the strongest part of the melody. So if I had some sort of variation with this, right? But without playing it exactly on point like that, how would it go? Let's see. I think maybe we put this right here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I can tell this composer played this by hand. The grace notes, the slides in it are textbook how pianists do it. I really should learn how to play a piano. Okay, that's not bad, but what if like we did something like we did something like this. Hold on, let's turn on scale mode so that way it's a little bit easier for me. Nope, this goes here. Nope, that doesn't sound good at all. Could maybe just an octave lower, maybe? Or an octave higher. That might be good, actually. Jump octaves in the entire octave. Oh, I get what you're saying. So, shoot, hold on, let's turn the scale off. Jumping pieces in the little section. The double notes may jump octaves, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yes, dude. Hold on. This might be good. Thank you. Or it might be better. Despite not moving harmonically, it's a very strong change in energy, yeah. Warthog Run. You know, I was actually never super into Halo. I'm at an age where it's just like, especially as someone who, well, it's because I didn't really grow up with a whole lot with consoles. Yeah, my family couldn't afford it, so I learned how to navigate a PC pretty early on. And I was pretty much PC most of my childhood. I don't even know what that is. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Narikore. Millennium. What? What is that? Oh, Master Chief Collection. Soka. Got it. They ported all the Halos to PC a while ago, yeah. I mean, I hear it's good, you know what I mean, but I don't know. The FPS that I played was like Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike Source. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's why I don't play a whole lot of Valorant. I mean, I don't really play a whole lot of games except for like Clear Obscure lately. But Valorant is a game that I would play if I had more time because I enjoy it. I enjoy those types of FPSs. If anything, I'd recommend listening to the music. I do hear that the music's really good. Also, I recommend listening to a lot of music, but not to enjoy. Okay, maybe to enjoy first, but figure out exactly why you enjoy it. Yeah. That's a good, like a both self-analysis and analysis of the actual tracks. It's not too bad, I think. Critical listening, it does kind of ruin music a little bit, but once you are actively analyzing what you listen to, you will notice patterns and ideas you will steal for yourself, all part of compositional identity. Yeah, and that's something that excuse me, that's something that I've kind of been trying to do. Is like, for example, with this track, right? I heard it first, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this song is really catchy. You know, I played this playlist, right? It was like a quiet BGM playlist on Spotify in my car, and this song came on, and I was just like, yo, this is really catchy. This is like really good. And then I really started sitting down and listening to it, and I was just like, yo, there's a lot of layers to this. It's not just like it's not just like some, you know, like, because I mean, like, there's like some BGMs on this playlist that are kind of like generic sounding, right? But this track is like actually insane. And the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, the more layers I uncover. And that's something that I'm trying to realize too, is like with music, like nothing is ever like face value. Sure, the things up front, which is funny because like bass is my I don't play any instruments, but like bass is one of my favorite instruments, right? Because it sets the groove, but no one really notices other than in EDM, right? But like in a band, unless they're having like a solo, you know, bass line, no one really notices the bass, right? It's like the backbone. Well, the drums are more like the backbone, but like the bass is like, you know, it's super necessary in music, but it doesn't get a whole lot of love, right? Comparatively to like maybe like lead guitarist or like the vocals. Yet in the vocals is like the forefront, right? Followed by like maybe the keyboard or the guitar. Yeah, the bass is always left out, right? But the bass is literally like when it comes to music, it's all like the little details, right? And I was actually talking about this, like, and this is also why I love Clair Obscur so much, because the little details in that game is crazy. Also, EXO, I highly recommend you check out the soundtrack for that game. It is insane, dude. It's so good. But anyway, um, the uh, the little details in music, yeah, dude, it's so good. The little details in music are what makes the track, you know, and especially so in like if that's truth when it comes to like a live band and the bass, right? It's especially true like for little detail. That's the reason why I love Ear Candy so much. Even though I can kind of overdo it sometimes. But when it comes to Ear Candy, it's like it's just those little tiny details, like those sprinkle of details that really catches your attention, and you might not notice it at first, but it's what really like makes the song like the backing piano in this track, dude. Like I didn't even notice it at first. Like when I was trying to listen to the song initially, I obviously hear the sine wave, right? That's the main melody, that's the forefront. And then I was like listening, okay, like that snare is pretty like punchy, I dig it. I was like trying to figure out the kick, because the kick and the sub like kind of go together. And Ear Candy is key to make songs re-listenable. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I totally agree. Welcome, Trey. But I totally agree. And so that backing piano, like I didn't notice it until literally like, what was it, yesterday? When we were listening together on stream, like I didn't even and then just now I'm realizing it, like actually there's like 3 responses, like 4, 5, 6 responses. You have the main melody, which is the call, and then you have the response in the main melody, but then you also have like 2 other responses from the backing piano. And this is it's really cool. analyzing music and stuff like that, it really is really nice. But notably, they don't change the outcome, but just the road they get there. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the core identity of the, and that's what I have trouble with. Yeah, no worries. Thank you again, by the way. But that's the core issue that I have. I think is coming up with melodies, making them simple enough where they're hummable, complex enough where it's interesting, and yet keeping the core identity of the melody, which is very difficult. But yeah, I have been yapping too much. So if I want to finish this song, honestly, dude, I'm getting to a point where it's like maybe a track a week. Now that I'm getting to a point where it's like I can really I'm starting to understand how much goes into a track, and I'm adding more layers and more layers and more layers to all my tracks. I'm starting to feel like a track a week is becoming intense. It's becoming intense. Because I'm learning so much. Yeah, but like I'm literally learning so much that it's harder to kind of figure out what I want to do with some of these tracks in a week's time. Okay. I'm just messing around now. Like I don't even know if... No, I don't really know if I like that. Second thought, maybe. I guess it's not too bad. So if we did something like this, something like that. I think we'll take a break from the melody. We take a break from the melody for a little bit. Let's work on some hi-hats. Or a little bit of drums or something like that. So there's actually no hi. I think it's just kick and snare. If I can actually take a listen. Nope, there is hi-hats. I think it's very, very simple hi-hats. It's literally just... Oh! This song is crazy. This song is actually crazy. Yeah, bad. Let's see. Let's go with. Let's throw some hi-hats in. Purox, what's good, man? How's it going? Just woke up. Nice. What time is it over there? Stream's pretty good. Not too bad. Yeah, actually, it was really cool. Some new people popped up, and we got a raid. We got a raid from Simply Misty with like 40 people, which was wild, super intense, but really cool. Really cool. 852. Nice. That's not too bad. I think I want to go with this one. Let's start with something simple. Actually, hold on. Let's... probably do mic minus 18. fade out just a little bit. Yeah, I'm just working on some more background music. This has to fit with the groove, doesn't it? Hi-hats. Hold on. Let's take a listen back to our reference track again. Let's simple hit hi-hats. Yeah, it's definitely following the groove. So, how do I do that? This is too fast, right? So, there we go. There we go. Just follow the kick. Just follow the kick. Boom. Wait, no. Boom. And then actually, if we... there we go. I dig it. There we go. Hi-hats 1. Nope. Just 1. I want to change this up a little bit. Think oh my goodness, my cat. Hey, get off the table. My cat was climbing on my desk. Okay, so how do I... Maybe something like that. There we go. I had to put it into thirds. But, I mean, logically that would make the most logical sense. Just put it in the middle. And honestly, like my reference track, the VIP mix is like intense, right? If we have like the actual like original mix, which I'll play right now, it's actually it's slower, right? It's much slower, but it's still just as cute, and it has the same melody, right? Obviously, because it's just a variation in production. This is the original. But if I'm going for something like and there's still that impact, right? Comparatively though, the impact right here I feel like is a lot more like punchier, but I don't need to make it super intense. I think I can like get by with keeping the same kind of melody. Hold on, I do kind of want to change something up though. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, actually. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. You're gonna freak out or freak with how simple this melody actually is. Dude, the melody is simple, right? Like I can tell that the melody is simple, but the complexity is in the mix. The complexity is in the not so much the individual compositions, but in the arrangement and the mix, right? I just realized that just now. It's in the balance and how it all fits together. It's in triplets. Oh man, it's funny. It makes sense. 1/8 triplets to be exact. The whole thing. It makes sense. 7 minutes maybe? Okay, thanks, man. Are the pianos should be done fast, much faster? I'll add in the piano responses unique parts where it's not doubling. Okay. But it's basically doubling, right? Is it exactly doubling, or is there a little bit of variation when they overlap? I'll do a good check, but it sounds like it's just doubling and then going wild in the free space after. I figured, okay, yeah. Here we go. Sent. Thanks. Let's take a listen. Import tempo and time signature into arrangement. Yes. Whoa. And it starts right here, huh? An entire thing prior. Wait, what key is this thing in? Oh, it's D major. D sharp major? Wait, what? Oh. And the whole thing is literally in key. Or literally in the scale. This is wild. Wait. Wait. Skimp the piano bits. What? Yeah, probably. I think this is the only one that. Well, I drag and dropped it. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Oh, I see it. Hold on. No, it's there. Just give me 1 second. Bam. Are you serious? That's it. It is actually quite simple. Like, kind of dummy simple. You say that now, but this is what it sounds like. This is what the final product sounds like. So it's like, there's a lot going on here, but when everything is put together, it sounds really, really good. I see what you're talking about now. This right here. This right here, where it starts from from the bar previous. And this right here, oh my goodness, dude. And then they share that note right here. Well, I can't hear. So they share the note here, boop. And then double notes are shared here. Well, they're not exactly shared. See, this is another thing that I'm trying to figure out. This. Okay, so there's one shared note here, and then the note going up is just similar. Because I've noticed that F and E sound kind of similar. Not exactly, but like, I think if you wanted, they complement each other, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like when I try to find out like keys that go well with each other, it for different melodies, like for two different things, like I found that it's only like these notes. And it's shared again here. Wow, this is mad simple. It's actually a very simple melody. I guess what I'm nervous about is like using arpeggios like this in a melody. What I'm scared about is it turns into something way too simple. Like you use the phrase nursery rhyme. And that's exactly it, right? That's exactly what I don't want. But I don't know. I mean, this is like seeing it is actually really simple. Like this one is the only thing is like they're in. You're right. They're in triplets. This is if I were to turn on triplet grid. One 8 triplets. You're right. Well, yeah, not exactly actually. Well, yeah, 1/8 triplets. That's a valid concern. They solve this by the little extra fact of it being 8th triplets and the little early notes. Yeah. And I think it's for BGM, specifically for like Minato Aqua, right? I mean, it makes sense for it to be kind of like nursery rhyme-ish, I feel like, because it's meant for like a VTuber idol and specifically like Hololive too, and so it's like it's supposed to be like cute kind of nursery rhyme-ish, just not like, but not nursery rhyme, you know what I mean? I mean, Hans Zimmer wrote Davy Jones' theme, his theme, it's just going up the minor scale. I need to listen to all the music that like I liked when I was younger. Like Hans Zimmer was definitely especially with Pirates, because I loved that soundtrack. I gotta re-listen to, I should re-listen to I'm blanking on his name. Sawano. Hirano, I think. Hirano Sawano. The dude who did the Attack on Titans soundtrack. Because that one was really good too. Now that I'm like actually actively listening to the music. But yeah, wow, this is It's simple, yes, but it's the small complexities that make it. It's the small details, right? It's the small details that make it complex. This is really cool, though. This gives me hope, and it gives me like I don't need to. I don't. I mean, I don't have to like jump notes. You know what I mean? I can use arpeggios and themes, and it be okay. So this was actually very, very helpful. Thank you, EXO. I appreciate it. Like actually seeing it in front of my face and seeing how doable this is, something like this is really gives me a lot of hope. Should just like print this out, paste it on my wall. Simplicity is key. You stack simple things to make it and tweak little things to make it complex. Simple stuff is fine. It's just the bits of cleverness that makes the musician. Yeah, 100%. Like it doesn't need to be complex and all over the place. Like this is fine. Actually, I'm kind of liking where I'm going with this now. Wait, hold on. Talking about that actually, now that I'm re-listening back to it. Play, please. Hello? Actually, I think what I want to do is just duplicate this down. Take this entire section out. Yeah, let's take this entire section out for now. And then we can make it a 16 bar. 16 bar of variation. And then that's that. And then I'm done. For the most part. Add a little bit of variation here, and that's it. So yeah. Wait, did I really have two different chords? No, they're the same chords. Why did I name them chords 1 and chords 2? It's just chords 1. It's the same chords over and over again. That's fine. Yeah, okay. So like that's really it. I mean, and then of course I think I should definitely like add a little bit of variation here, just change it up a little here, but yeah, I think chords and melody done. I don't think I need to add arps. I think if I add arps, it'll be too much. You know what I mean? Like just arps in the background. Steel, what's up? How's it going? How are you doing today? Yeah. Had a nice nap. Very nice. I'm doing well. Just working on this BGM, getting some inspiration from EXO over here, who's been helping me out with this track a lot. solo this. Maybe something like that. I don't need to have so much variation that I completely change the identity of it. Okay, that's not bad. Start from here, please. There we go. I need to get me some studio monitors, like speakers, because the headphones are killing my ears. Okay, so now hold on. So this will be melody call 3, right? And then this will be melody response 3, and then this will be call 4, and then response 4. Then keep it simple. I think it's better. Okay, close. Let's try this. Something like that, maybe? And boom, duplicate this over. Actually, do this. Nope. Do this. Nope. Oi. There we go. Get out of triplets. Okay. Now, and we do something a little similar to this, right? Well, no, more like this. How do I add some variation to this? Whoa, Azrahead! Thank you so much for the raid! How's it going? How's your stream? Bent space and time probably broke a few laws.
Shout out to Azaretzer.
Long stream? You're playing Witcher, right? Four and a half hours. Oh man, that is a long stream. I feel that. Absolutely. Only planning on playing for 3. Was it a good stream though? Oh, I'm your first raid ever. Thank you so much. It's an honor. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome, raiders. Thank you for supporting the raid. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Phantom Frequency. 10th playthrough of The Witcher? Wow. That's a lot. Let's fix this real quick. Okay. So fun to go again. Might be a bit of a fan. Just a little bit. Just a tad fan. Okay. Yeah, I started the Fisher, the Fisher. I started the Witcher, specifically. I can't even talk. Specifically, the third one. What was it? Maybe over. I think I tried playing it in like 2016, 2017, something like that. When I was, um, freshly in the military, and I was rooming with my roommate at the time, and he was playing it a lot, and I was just like, oh, that sounds fun, you know. And so I tried playing it for a little bit, but I couldn't get into it. I'm not gonna lie, it's so open world. It's like so open world. It's too open world for me. Um, so open world that like I wasn't able to catch, like, to really like it was too overwhelming. You know what I mean? But you were playing, what's that game? That card game, Gwent, right? I think it was. I think I saw you playing Gwent. Let's just try this. Might work. Maybe. Might work, might not. This is good. This is good. This is good. And then we just gotta resolve this. I thought you were gonna say you couldn't get through White Orchard because that is most people's problem. The start is a bit boring, but the gold waiting after visiting Visma. Interesting. Yeah, no, honestly, like I couldn't even get past maybe like a couple hours in. Not even gonna lie. It was tough. It was tough. But also, like, I was doing so many other things. I was also like really, really addicted to League of Legends, and you know, some other stuff. So, but yeah. Let's just, should I just copy the same resolve? Well, I know I have to resolve on C because I'm in C, right? So let's solo this. That might work. Maybe. Down one. And then resolve on C. Let's hear it. Lurking needs to go eat something. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, take care of yourself. Thank you again for the raid. If you need a raid and run, that's perfectly okay. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you so much. And hope you have a good rest. I know that streaming can be very, especially for long hours like that, very, very tiring, exhausting. Okay, not bad. I like it. Maybe instead of, hold on, let's quantize these. Boop. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. About this. Okay, hold on. Right here, extend this. There we go. That's a lot better. So this is the entire melody now, right? Not bad. I think there might be kind of like maybe like a little bit of change somewhere here. Actually, I think here can add a little bit more. Right? As opposed to not there. Or we do something like this. I think I like that better. Or probably not though. It's too much. It stands out too much. I like it. Wait, here we can do a little bit of the same thing, right? Oh, it's already this. Okay, no, I get it. Right, C, no, this one is the one I should be looking at. Oh, I see what's going on. I hear it now. So I think maybe we go here, make it a little bit more. Hold on. So what if I did something like that? There we go. Actually, I like that a lot. So now we have chords 1, chords 2, boom. Let's save. And then we can move this down here. And then let's take a listen. on. I think I really think we should probably add just a little bit of piano here. And then maybe something like this. Or we can do this. Hold on. No, I don't like that. This is better. Okay, I had to blow my nose. Just sneezed. These allergies are no joke. Okay, but hold on. One second. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now I kind of want to just duplicate this down. Right? And then what we're going to do is I want to change the hi-hat section up. So this will be like hi-hat 3. And it'll basically just be so something like this. Right. Maybe something like this. There we go. Yeah. I dig it. Reference track. Wow, it's crazy. Maybe something like that. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. Let's add. There. Yeah. I like it. This will be hi-hat 4. Nice. We're gonna throw that in there, right there, and then maybe duplicate that down. I don't know. And then what I'd like to do is change up the art, or not the hold on. I don't think the piano changes synths. I think it stays on the piano. Nope, I'm wrong. The chords do change to something a little more. Something like that. I don't know. Nope. Where am I looking at? Plugins. I do that every time. I'm like, what am I looking for? I'm looking for plugins. So the one on the piano actually doesn't change, I think, but hold on. This one does. We can just throw like a nice. Hold on, let's throw this on repeat. Reverb everything. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Let's make sure we got I can just throw the master bus on reverb. All right. More reverb. Here, let's do it all individually. Let's go drums. Let's do my kicks. Boom, reverb. Decay of 3 years. All right, let's save real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and literally throw everything on reverb. Slap serum FX. That's a good idea, actually. That might actually be better. Can I do that? It's a track. It's a track. I'd have to turn this to. I'd have to turn it to like Midi or something. I don't know if I can put serum FX on the master chain. Oh, duh. Yeah, it's here. I have it. I gotta put a time limit on that. All right, I gotta work like this for like the next 2 minutes. Reverse it. Okay. All right, let's try to make this work. All right, let's get rid of the reverb, and can I I'm gonna have to bounce this to audio. Yeah, export, reverse. Can I wonder if I can just turn off my master chain and then export. You gonna learn sound design right now. Oh, sheesh. Make good use of my points. All right, all right. Thinking maybe I should have made that more expensive. I don't know. How come nobody redeems like the fitness ones, man? Like, come on. You know, those were good ideas at the time. Because I was just like, oh, you know, that's funny. You know, get some chat interaction. Summon a sample and you'll send me a sample. Yeah, absolutely. But it has to be safe for work and it can't get me banned. Gotta be patient for the juicy ones, yeah. It's gonna be gas. Alright, where did I save this thing? Okay. Let's create a track somewhere here. I don't know. Right here, I guess. Anywhere. Can I drag and drop this? There we go. Load it in. All right, let's see. Fart preset for serum. Oh, I don't know, dude. I'll just turn it into bass or something. Okay, so this is unmastered, obviously. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure it's loud enough. All right, how am I gonna do this? Reverse the entire thing. Not bad. Could probably make something out of this, maybe. I could probably work with a little bit of reverb and chop it up. I might actually be able to use this. Hold on. Let's see. Do plate reverb. %100 reverb. I was supposed to be able to work with it. You know what I mean? What if I cut this out? Crackle, what's up? Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Sounds more like a carnival or something, or like, yeah, right. It's actually not too bad. It sounds like you're in your what's it called? Outside of I don't know, like a carnival or something. It's kind of wild. Can I hear the whole thing you have so far? Yeah, absolutely. I just had to someone redeemed reverb everything and reverse it. So a comb filter. Where do I find that? But here's what I have so far in the meantime. Oh, it's just a filter. What kind of comb? Just play around with it. Give me a second. So this is what I have so far for you, Miko. Thank you. Yeah, I had a ton of help from EXO over here, teaching me a lot, quite a bit. And I wasn't done messing around with this, but this is what I have so far. I'm definitely gonna change up like the right here, but I'm glad Jet recommended you. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. You guys know each other? So I'll probably change that up too. Are you a producer too, Miku? Oh, wait a minute. You followed me. Thank you for the follow. I wonder why the follow message didn't come up. Yeah, that's weird. Usually it comes up, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay, so comb, right? Comb minus. It's Hatsune Miku. I'm dead. This is definitely interesting, actually. Yeah. Get rid of the reverb for a sec. Let me bring back the... What's it sound like without it? Now up res and drive. Interesting. This is kind of cool. Cutoff changes the resonance. Oh. I definitely need to spend some time in sound design. Like, I'm glad you guys redeemed those points. Like, I put it there for the memes, but I'm actually learning quite a bit. Yeah, this is really cool. Actually, I really really need to spend some time in sound design. I'm thinking maybe at the start of my streams, what I'm gonna start doing is just start messing around in Serum and maybe like playing around for maybe like 15-20 minutes before actually starting the stream, starting actually making music. So the random effects and filters, yeah. What I really need to learn though is like, hold on. All right, we're done with this for now, but that was fun. What I really need to learn is like making my own stuff. You know what I mean? Like my own presets instead of using presets. Because the only way you're gonna get the sound you really want perfectly is if you do it yourself. So, like for example, I'm gonna put a sign on this thing, but I'm happy my channel points were well invested. Yes, they were. So if I just go throw on like I hear it's kind of labor intensive, CPU intensive. I also don't know what I'm doing with Serum 1. So trying to learn like Serum 2, I just haven't gone around to it. So I might go with this sign. I mean, the sign is like nice. I mean, it's not bad. I can make the best part of Serum 2 is sound fonts. I can make real megalovania. What is sound fonts? Some presets if you want. Yeah, sure, man. I mean, yeah, I'll take whatever. I don't know if I want to use this one. Yeah, that's another thing is Serum 1 and Serum 2 have two different things. What's it called? Blanking out. File extensions. So Serum 1 presets work in Serum 2. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think it works vice versa. This one might be good. Sound fonts are a kind of patch, essentially a bunch of samples of sounds, how old game consoles used to make music like that. Interesting. Huh. I'd have to look into what sound fonts actually are. This sounds actually really interesting. Nope. Meaning, if you have the sound font, you can literally recreate it one for one. That's okay. That's wild, actually. I think we might go with this one. Or I go with something else. They don't work vice versa, but maybe try re-engineer them in Serum 1. I mean, I do plan on upgrading soon. I just haven't got around to it. This is definitely a vibe. Actually, I kind of like this one here. I swear I know how to type. There we go. Let's turn loop on. Might just have to lower them an octave. think the hard part is being able to hear all the elements, right? Because here, I can hear it just fine. But here, I'm having trouble. I think actually, here's what we're gonna do. I think I need to rest my ears before I start making poor producer decisions. So let's take a listen back to what we have so far. Thank you so much for EXO for the help, for the assistance. I really, really do appreciate it. I've learned a lot for this track. So yeah. It is 5:30. I might take a break. I kind of want to play Claire Obscure, but we'll see. I might give my ears a rest for maybe like an hour or so, and then close to finish the preset in Serial 1. Sorry about that, Trey. Wow, you did that pretty quickly, actually. But yeah, I can't produce anymore today. Things are in my ears are starting to like meld together. I'm starting to not be able to hear high frequencies. So with that being said, let's play back what we have so far, right? Let's save. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And in the meantime,
Aileen, thank you for everything.
we're going to return the favor, and raid someone who raided me earlier today. And of course, we're gonna go in here somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But this is super cute. I really, really enjoy it. I really like it. So yeah, thank you again, EXO, for this. Really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. I will probably start streaming again in an hour or so. I don't know. Just because I really like to play Clear Obscure, but also I don't know if I want to play Clear Obscure today, because if I do, I might not want to stop. But we'll see. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning into the Phantom Frequency. The raider currently that I'm raiding is playing Claire Obscure, and she raided me earlier. But remember, even in the darkest night, the light draws us together. Come meet me in it. Stay blessed and much, much love. Thanks, y'all.
Play it. And I can't jump up here either. Where am I supposed to go? Holy moly, that gave me a heart attack. Ghosty, thank you so much for the raid of 5. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Where am I? Why is it dangerous here? How do I get anywhere? Get counter rated? I know, that's so funny.